From sex symbol to family man, with different trials and tribulations, sit back as we uncover what really happened to Ginuwine's career. Okay, so now Ginuwine was born as Elgin Baylor Lumpkin, making him a Libra, y'all. Now he is better known for his stage name Ginuwine. Ginuwine is an American R&B singer. He began his career as a member of the swing mob in the early 1990s. Now signed into Epic Records as a solo artist in the mid-1990s, Ginuwine has released a number of multi-platinum and platinum-selling albums and singles, becoming one of R&B's top artists during the late 1990s and early 2000s. He was holding it down for the 1999s and that early 2000s, okay? Elgin Baylor Lumpkin, better known as Ginuwine, was born in Washington, D.C. He is named after NBA legend Elgin Baylor, a fellow D.C. native. Now, in 1989, he graduated from Forestville High School. Now, Ginuwine left his parents' home at the tender age of 16. He was out there in those streets, y'all. He was out there trying to find his way, y'all. We don't know why he left at 16, but he got up out of there. Now, Ginuwine began his career as a member of Swing Mob, a Rochester, New York-based record label and music compound founded by Devontae Swing. Yeah, we talked about Devontae Swing in a previous video. If you want to know more, if you want to get more of the backstory on Jodeci and Devontae, check out my last video. Now, y'all already know who Devontae Swing is. He was from Jodeci. He met Mosley, who became his main collaborators through the 1990s. Now, after Swing Mob folded and broke up, they continued working together on different projects, one of which was Ginuwine's 1996 debut album titled Ginuwine The Bachelor. Now, the first single was Pony. I know y'all remember that one. My pony, let's do it. Ride it, my saddle's waiting. Y'all know the song. Now, that showcased his smooth vocals and Timbaland's innovative production style, and also Static Major's writing skills. R.I.P. to Static Major, man, his story was sad, you know. He really was behind a lot of these hits, you know, from back in the days and even on up to, you know, current. Not super current, but like even like the early 2000s, 2008, you know, Lollipop. He had a lot of songs with Lil Wayne and other people, Aaliyah. So Static Major is definitely a heavyweight. R.I.P. to him. Now, the two became a hit-making duo. Pony peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. We knew that because all the girls were trying to slide up on them ponies. We knew that. Now, it is still relevant today with the smooth, upbeat tempos. We still be hearing Pony, and we still get that same feeling we got back in the days when Pony come on. Y'all know how it sound when it come on. You be like, oh, no, they didn't play my jam. His second album, 100% Ginuwine, was released in 99. Now, the featured hit songs on that album was Same OG, So Anxious, None of Your Friends' Business. Them was my jams, especially Same OG. And So Anxious, yeah, that would put you in the right mood. Now, after 100% Ginuwine and Timbaland grew apart. Producers such as R. Kelly has crafted hits for him since then. So Ginuwine and Timbaland, they kind of just went their own ways. They was like, yeah, we moving on. Now, within a year, Ginuwine lost both of his parents. He later wrote and recorded a song that is featured on his third album, The Life, entitled 2 Reasons I Cry. Now, that's just, you know, that song was really touching. If you know, you know. In 2002, he was a featured artist on P. Diddy's #1 hit single, I Need a Girl Part 2. That was the song. Now, later that year, Ginuwine started his own label, Bag Entertainment. Now, Ginuwine's 5th album, Back to Basics, was released on November 15, 2005. The album debuted at number 12 on the Billboard 200. That was a pretty good album, and selling close to 100,000 copies. Now, Ginuwine stated on BET's Top 100 Countdown that the album went gold with sales of 500,000 copies. So they didn't really do too well. I think at that point, people was like, I might need a little break from Ginuwine. Or they probably wasn't checking for him so tough. But I was always a fan, so I was always tapped in. Now, in May 2007, an album entitled I Apologize was released in stores. Although attributed to Ginuwine, the release was an unauthorized album and included only 3 Ginuwine songs, apparently from stolen masters, and 10 songs by other artists. Ginuwine spoke against the unofficial release on both his MySpace page and through YouTube. Ooh, MySpace, that was for surely throwback. 2007 at its finest. Ginuwine's 6th album, entitled A Man's Thoughts, was released on June 23, 2009. The album was produced by The Underdogs, B. Cox, Timbaland, The Runners, Johnson Austin, Oak, and Polo the Dime. It was pretty good to have him back tuned in with Timbaland, because we all know that's when Ginuwine was he was just taking them charts by storm. He was killing it when he was with Timbaland. The album includes guest appearances from Brandy, Missy Elliott, Bun B, and Timbaland. So it was good. He had Missy on there too. Now, Ginuwine formed a group with Tank and Tyrese named TGT. Their first single was a remix of Tank's Please Don't Go. That used to be my jam. And they were supposed to tour, but plans fell apart due to conflicting schedules. TGT was formed in 2007 and released its first album, Three Kings, in 2013. The album debuted at #1 on top R&B hip-hop albums, bolstered by lead single Sex Never Felt Better. Now, a tour behind the release was cut short when Tyrese complained of Ginuwine showing up incoherent to performances and interviews. That's what TMZ said. Now, Tyrese, you knew better than to be sitting up here talking smack about Ginuwine and he and your group. You should have called that man up and was like, look, Ginuwine, get your stuff together or else we is not moving forward. You was not supposed to sit up here and go to TMZ and tell them all the tea, knowing Ginuwine is like, what he say? You should have called him up. You had his cell phone number right in your phone. You could even shot him a little text message just like, get your act together. But you decided to go on TMZ for shock value and say some stuff about Ginuwine. Come on, Tyrese, you gotta do better than that. Oh my God. Now, Tyrese, Ginuwine, and Tank were in the middle of a bitter breakup. I bet they was after he opened up his mouth and said what he said to TMZ, old messy butts. Now, they was calling it quits on their R&B supergroup TGT after only one album. Literally one album, you guys. They did one album and they was like, we done. But it's like, y'all could have handled that better. Now, Ginuwine thinks the whole thing is whack. And I agree, because it's like, how you gonna sit up here and speak on me when you got my phone number and you could have called me? You didn't have to tell a pub, the little tabloids, nothing. You didn't have to tell the media nothing. You didn't have to do all that. So I feel Ginuwine 100%. He was giving off big Libra vibes, right? He was like, my little balance beam is not balanced right now, so you gotta go. Now, Tyrese broke the news on social media, saying it wasn't anyone's fault, but he and Tank were moving on without Ginuwine. See, that was messy too. And Tank should have been like, leave me out of it. Because I feel like y'all, all three, y'all a group. Y'all should have came together and been like, this is what we need to do better as a group. Ginuwine, stop coming here incoherent. Tyrese, chill. Tank, you continue to blow. But y'all should have just sat down and had a little red table talk for that. Y'all should have called Jada up for that. But y'all wanted to sit up here and take it to TMZ, knowing they was going to run with it. Next. Now, that announcement didn't sit well with Ginuwine. Of course it didn't. Who immediately blasted Tyrese for airing their dirty laundry. He dismissed it as a P move. We ain't gonna say that on this channel, but you know what a P move is. Buster. From a diva. His advice to Tyrese: call me, don't try and manipulate the situation publicly, whack, whack, whack of you. So that's what he said. Like, you should have just called me and was like, yo, you need to get your stuff together because you're making us look bad out here. But instead, he wanted to sit up here and take it to the media. Now, Tyrese eventually deleted his original breakup post, of course, because he knew, like, I probably shouldn't have said nothing. So, yeah, he was acting out of bounds. Now, this drama been building since their first and now last album in 2013. So they could have had so much potential to move forward and just really take R&B to the next level, because I feel like that was pretty dope what they was trying to do. But like I said, somebody always got to speak out of terms, and that's what happened. Now, they had to cut short a tour when Tyrese blamed Ginuwine for showing up incoherent to gigs and interviews. So they couldn't go on tour no more. Like, they would have ended up fighting. They probably did fight, but I feel like they would have been fighting because Ginuwine would have been like, why was you speaking up about me on TMZ? And they would have just been fighting, and that would have made it to TMZ. Tank probably would have pulled out his phone and been recording. It could have just got ugly. So that's why they didn't want to sit up here and do no tours and stuff. Now, let's talk about Ginuwine love life, because I was a little mad when he sat up here and got married to Soleil. But anyways, Ginuwine was married to the rapper Tanya M. Johnston. Now, was she a rapper? I guess so. She had that one song, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, y'all know that song. Better known by her stage name, Soleil. Ginuwine met Soleil in June 99. And they began dating in October 1999. His birthday month, okay? They were married on September 8th, 2003 in the Cayman Islands. They lived in Maryland, and they have 2 daughters together. Story, born March 29, 2001, and Dream Soray Lumpkin, born November 1st, 2002. He has a son, Elgin Jr., born January 30th, 1991. From a previous relationship, as well as 4 other children by 3 different women. But you could expect that from Ginuwine. He got a lot of kids. I think they leaving something out, but I think Cypress was by Soleil too. But anywho, when you have more than 3 kids, you start to lose count after that. Now, in February 2009, Ginuwine announced he has 9 children. Okay, so in November 2014, he announced he and Soleil has separated. Their divorce was finalized July 22nd, 2015. They had a nice little run. I mean, it would have been nice if they would have stayed together, but they was actually together for a cool minute. So, I mean, I guess, if it ain't working, it's not working. Now, here's where it gets spicy. The year was 2016 and new photos of Ginuwine landed on the internet. And while some time has passed since those pics went viral, the internet never forgets, and never did the Pony Singers castmates on Your Husband Is Cheating on Us. On Sunday's episode of the series, several of the actors chatted about the buzzy photos, and that's totally fine for Ginuwine. Now, Ginuwine said, I didn't really care because I think in my experiences and experience in life, you face it, and that takes the energy from it. It's when you duck it, that's when it gets interesting and people want to constantly hound you about it. But when you face it, they be like, oh, okay, it's not interesting. And that's so true. That's how the industry works. When you try to hide something or be like, I don't know, like they want to just go in and make their own little interpretations. But Ginuwine was like, okay, and that's why everybody moved on. Ginuwine experienced some controversy when a conversation between Willoughby and the Pony Singer, in which she asked if he would rather date a trans woman. You would date me? Yeah, Willoughby said, who is a trans woman herself. When her advance was rejected, Willoughby stormed off. So she was mad because she tried to kiss Ginuwine and he was like, no, he was not here for it. But I feel like that was out of pocket. You can't just go over and try to, make a move on somebody and expect them to conform. Like, you should have knew better. So, I don't know why you mad. But, yeah, anywho. If that was the other way around, it would have been they would have really been trying to drag Ginuwine for what he did. So, let's not have no double standards here. Don't force yourself on nobody. Now, Twitter has split into 2 sides. One side is outraged by Ginuwine's rejection, suggesting that his unwillingness to date trans women is transphobic and bigoted. On the other hand, some fans are rallying behind the In Those Jeans artist, insisting that he has a choice to date whomever he chooses. Some also suggested that Willoughby was actually harassing him, and I agree. She really should not have thrown herself on him, and that's his preference. He shouldn't have to feel like he's being condemned based on what he like. But Ginuwine has the right to have a preference. That doesn't make him transphobic. People need to cut out the rhetoric. If he doesn't like trans women, that's just not what he likes. Okay, so don't force yourself on him. If it was the other way around, you guys would be dragging him and just painting him in just the worst light possible. But for her to say, oh, you're transphobic, no, he don't like you. So, girl, he's not transphobic. He has a preference, and it's clearly not you. Ginuwine is looking for new beginnings. Okay, now, according to an Instagram post he posted not even 48 hours ago, he stated in his caption, not even 48 hours ago to when I'm recording this video, he stated in his caption, 2 things this new year. Enrolling to get my pilot's license. So some new things that he wants to do in the new year is that he wants to get his pilot's license. And then he goes on to say, I have made up my mind because my daughters told me with the ideas I have had years ago, which are out now, and I'm talking over 10 to 15 years. That's really good that, his kids is really talking him into doing something that he's passionate about. For the new year, it's always good to, get your little resolutions in order and just, knock them out. So, I think, Ginuwine to be a good pilot. I'll make sure, he can fly me around. Just, be careful. But I really think, Ginuwine has definitely had his good run in R&B. He was definitely killing it. He was it. And, we got to give Ginuwine his flowers because he definitely was dope and still is dope. And I really like him as an artist. I still jam his music. And Ginuwine, you're not forgotten about. I still follow you on the gram. I show you love. And your daughters is beautiful. One of his daughters just had a kid back in 2020. So, I think his daughters are beautiful. And he raise some smart girls, and I think he should get his pilot's license. Just because you're not making R&B no more don't mean that you don't have different passions. And I do want to say I like Ginuwine, and that's where he at now. That's what really happened to him in his career. Just know that Ginuwine has always been one to do him, okay? But he don't take none of that rhetoric too lightly, and I don't blame him. So if y'all like this video, y'all make sure y'all leave a comment down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends to tell their friends, because we all gonna be friends. And be sure to comment down below who you want to see next, because I enjoy doing this. And let me know if you still bumping that Ginuwine in 2022. Happy New Year's, y'all. I'm going to see y'all on my next one.